One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will go to work first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
The kick is on its way. He's got it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's McCulley. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They booted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but Play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The short hands, it's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Going to the running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Wide open spaces. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, That is just so demoralizing for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ives. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. With jet sweep pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Is incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's key. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Man, it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He leaves it with his back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Raiola. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else, and still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
The Cornhuskers are on the move. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. And they get a few yards there with the slant.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They boot it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. That's caught. It's Moore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. This quarterback part of their running game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could...
Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ives. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab over the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense, that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Takes the easy completion. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3, it's 3rd and 7. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Key. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Yeah, he threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Finds a little space. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Finds the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bonner. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Just keep slinging it. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Hard-hitting tackle.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Loses 3. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got the quick pass. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes a man miss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
And the Wolverines will keep this drive going.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCulley. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Find some fresh air. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
forced his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking left. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he's had the hot hand. 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Ives. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Keeps it going. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Hunter. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hunter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for a loss.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. To the air, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Attempt to try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
At the 26-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's on. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunter. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna look downfield again. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And the Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the Stix here on 3rd down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Got the first down, looking for more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He'll keep it himself. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. On the run, it's Haynes. Sweet cut there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.